Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Young here, and today I'm back in another Fortnite video, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys 3 specific tips that you guys can use to improve your editing speed and to edit much faster in this game. So if you guys are struggling to improve your editing speed, definitely stay to the end of the video because I have 3 very good tips and tricks that you guys can use that is going to help you improve your editing speed exponentially. And real quick, before we get into the video, I have a V-Buck giveaway. I give away V-Bucks every single Friday. So if you guys would like to enter this giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on this video. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload and when I announce the winners every Friday. And lastly, make sure you guys put down your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account down in the comment section below, and you guys will be automatically entered into the giveaway. And lastly, if you guys like to support me in the item shop, all you guys have to do, go down to the bottom right, hit on support a creator, type in my creator code, which is Young Humor, and you guys will have me added and supported as a creator in the item shop. And alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so in this video, I want to share with you guys 3 specific tips and tricks to help you guys edit much faster in this game. So going here into the first tips and trick that I want to show you guys to help you edit much faster is going to be, so the thing you want to do that's going to help you edit much faster is when you're practicing your edits, you want to practice going full speed. You want to practice editing as fast as possible. So when you're practicing your edits, you always want to push yourself to go faster. And when you're doing this, a lot of times what's going to happen is when you're practicing your edits and you go really fast, there's going to be a couple of times where your crosshair isn't going to be perfectly aligned. Your player is going to be a little bit off balance. And this is a really good thing because if you try to edit really fast and you go through a lot of editing courses, or maybe you practice your own high ground retakes, edits, whatever the case may be, if you practice doing these extremely quickly, you're going to get put in a spot that's going to be a little bit uncomfortable to edit because maybe you just come off of a double edit and then you have another ramp or another floor edit that you have to finish. And a lot of times you're going to be a little bit off balance and it's not going to be picture perfect, which can really help you improve your editing speed a lot. So trying to always make sure that when you're doing editing courses or practicing all of your edits, that you go as fast as you possibly can. And when you're going very fast, you're going to be making mistakes, which is not a bad thing because if you're not making any mistakes, you're not going fast enough when you're practicing your edits. So just always trying to go full speed and practicing your edits, even if it's an edit you're not very comfortable with, but just always going full speed when you're doing it is going to be a really great way to help you improve your edits. And even if it is an edit you're more comfortable with, if you constantly go as fast as you can, you're going to be off balance and you're going to have to make an edit that's going to be a little bit more difficult than the rest, which helps you out a lot because in game when you're getting shot at from like 3 different directions, most of the time when you go for that edit, it's going to be a little awkward because you're going to be a little bit closer to like one of the sides. You're basically going to be at a really bad angle when you're going for the edit. So if you practice going really quickly through all of your builds and edits when you're practicing, when it comes to actual games, it's going to make it a lot easier to do because you're going to be really comfortable with going extremely fast and being a little bit off center when it comes to going for the edit. So the second thing that you guys want to do that's going to help you improve your editing speed a lot is when you're practicing, it's really important that you try to get just a little bit better every single day. So for an example, so say in the first day, you just want to go for straight edits on a wall. So you just want to practice this for maybe like 5 or 10 minutes. And then maybe the second day, what you'd want to do is you want to practice editing that wall and then maybe throw another wall to the left side or the right side, just depending on which side you would like to practice first. And once you do that, maybe the third day, you go in, you edit the wall, and then you kind of make a boxing formation where you constantly box up while you're running forward. So that way, every single day, it gets a little bit more difficult. And then maybe by the 4th or 5th day, you can practice straight tunneling. So every single day, now this is just one example, I'll show you guys another one, but you always want to try to get a little bit better every single day and make your edits just a little bit harder every single day. And that's really the goal, and that's how you're going to improve your edits and also your editing speed. So just always trying to one-up yourself every single day. And of course, when you're trying to practice initially, you always want to make sure that you start off a little bit slower and then you get progressively more difficult. And so another example is maybe, so in the first day, you practice just going for a single cone edit when you're ramping up, and then maybe by the second day instead of just doing the one cone, you do a double edit where you have the cone and a floor, and then by the third day you can do triple edits, and then by the fourth day maybe you do a triple edit and a high ground retake. So that's really one of the biggest things you guys want to do that's going to help you improve your editing speed, is just progressively get a little bit more difficult with your edits every single day. And I've seen a lot of players make this mistake when they're trying to improve, whether that be their builds or their edits, is a lot of times they'll practice maybe like 2 or 3 different edits and they'll just only practice those. Instead, what you want to do is every single day you want to push yourself a little bit more and maybe try an edit that's a little bit outside of what you would normally do, and that's going to allow you to improve very quickly and very fast with really anything. But with editing, this is super important and something that you guys definitely don't want to make the mistake of. You always want to progressively get more and more difficult with the edits, and of course if it ever gets too difficult, then you can just stay at what you're at, and then maybe once you feel a little bit more comfortable, then you improve and get a little bit harder. So that was just 2 examples. There's a lot of other examples with different retakes. Maybe you do like a beginner retake and then you just get progressively a little bit more difficult every single day, and you're going to be learning a lot more retakes. You're going to be a lot better at doing more off balance and maybe a little bit more awkward edits, and that's going to be a really good way to practice and get much better. And so the third thing that you guys want to do that's going to help you get a lot better at editing is you want to track your progress when it comes to edits, and a very simple way to do that is, for an example, in an editing course, a lot of times you have the timers. So if you're practicing your edits through editing courses, I also like doing high ground retakes, but if you guys like to do a lot of editing courses, the thing I really like about that is in editing courses, they have timers, meaning that every single day that you practice, ideally you want to try to get a little bit faster. Now if you're just getting faster maybe a couple seconds every single day, that's still a really good thing because you're still improving, and that's really the biggest goal. You don't really want, a lot of the times you're not going to see the biggest jumps in improvement after like one day, but if you keep practicing over the course of a week, that's when you're going to see the biggest improvements. So every single day you just want to get a little bit faster. You don't have to worry about being like the fastest editor in the game, but if you could just chip off a couple seconds every single day off of your time, that is going to be a major help and a really good way to see yourself improve. Because if you ever feel like, and I have heard this from a lot of players, they feel like they're not improving at the game whatsoever, and the best way to really see yourself improve is to have a solid metric or a really easy way to determine if you're improving. So if you're practicing an editing course, having a timer that you guys can use to just see how fast you're able to go through the course is a really good way to see yourself improve every single day. And there's a ton of other editing courses out there. Just find one on YouTube that you guys like. Just type in just best editing courses for Fortnite, and there's a ton of videos on a lot of really good editing courses to try out. So definitely just find one that works for you, because there's a lot of ones that have like beginner levels, intermediate, and then a little bit more advanced. So there's a lot of really good ones out there, and I would highly recommend giving them a try. But all in all, you don't have to do editing courses. I was just saying the example, because a lot of players just don't feel like they're improving, and you want to find a way to really see yourself improve. And that one can also tie into the second tip that I had, where you constantly just get a little bit more difficult with your builds and edits every single day. And that way, of course, you can see yourself improve as well, because you're going to constantly be doing just a little bit more difficult edits, and eventually you're going to see yourself have a massive improvement on your builds and edits. You're going to be a lot faster, you're going to be a lot quicker, and everything is just going to feel a lot more fluid when you're building and editing. And those are going to be my 3 best tips for improving your edits. And also you can use this for improving your builds, or really just anything in the game, any sort of mechanic that you want. But those are 3 really good ways and things I have been using to improve my edits over the past couple weeks. So with that being said, that's wrap up for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you guys liked it, make sure you guys do hit that like button. Make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Hit the notification bell so you guys get notified for every single new upload. And as well, I do live stream every single day here on this channel at 4:30 Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys do hit that notification bell so you guys get notified for when I go live on this channel. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching the video, and alright guys, I'll see you in the next video.